Hey everyone, here are some Korean lip shades I recommend if you are a seasonal spring. Starting off with matte finishes. So the first shade is Peripera's Ink the Velvet in 35 Spring Salmon. A very beautiful mute salmon color. If you're a seasonal spring and you do prefer more mute shades, I do recommend this one. From a natural beige skin tone, it's not too light, so I can wear this as a base but also by itself. As for this formula, it's really creamy and very moisturizing. These do have a sweet scent, but they do have a really good stain. Next up, we have Peripera's Over Blur Tint and number 4 Coral Lala. You've seen this in some of my favorites videos. For this shade, you have a brighter coral pink color. It's not super vibrant. I would say it's semi-brightening, semi-mute. I personally like this kind of brightness because it's not too bright and it gives a very beautiful, healthy glow. For the formula, it does have a slight crayon-like scent. Similar to rom&nd's Blur Fudge tint, it's semi-thick. It's semi-blurring, so it does fill in the wrinkles of your lips and it gives a very beautiful blurred-like finish. Very easy to blend, very easy to blur. Very good stain as well. This is rom&nd's Blur Fudge tint and number 9 Coral Jubilee. This is a lot more bright and vibrant. Very vibrant and electric coral pink color. I do prefer the gradient look, but it is quite a flattering shade, especially in the spring or summer. A very fun and playful color. Similar to the previous formula, this has a blurring effect, so it's going to fill in the wrinkles of your lips to give that beautiful matte finish. And this also has a crayon-like scent and it's semi-thick. You do have to wait 10 minutes for it to be mask-proof and transfer-proof. In addition, it does have a really good stain. Moving on to the glossy finishes, we have rom&nd's Glasting Melting Balm in 16 Kitten Peach, which is this very beautiful Almond BB peachy pink color. A little bit difficult to find for this shade, but a similar shade would be Peripera's Ink Mood Glowy Tints in 30. Recently just came out. Here's the hand swatch. You can see they're really similar to each other. It almost looks cool toned, but these do have more of a peachy undertones instead of purple. If you do find that Bear Grape is a little bit too cool tone for you, or you're warm tone and you just want a warm tone alternative, I highly recommend Kitten Peach or get the Ink Mood Glowy Tints in 30. For Peripera's, it does have a better sheen, and for rom&nd's, it has a better gloss finish. Very thick, moisturizing, fills in the wrinkles of your lips. Unfortunately for this one, it doesn't have much of a stain. Next up, we have rom&nd's Bare Water Tint. This is in the shade number 1. Bare Vanilla. I forgot that this formula is more of a matte finish once it settles on your lips. Once you apply it, it has this watery like formula and then it dries semi-matte. It's sort of this light pink beige color. Some similar shades are Peach Honeybee from their Juicy Lasting Tint collection, and then we have Announce Beige from Peripera's Water Bear collection. They do oxidize quite a bit for all 3 of these. Overall, they do look quite similar to each other. Compared to the previous shade, this does have more beige undertones. It does have a sweet like scent, but it does have a pretty good stain. We have Peripera's Ink Mood Glowy Tint. This is in the shade number 12 Warm Rhythm. Very beautiful emerald baby pink color. This is also considered a light warm color, so I think this looks really good for spring, but also as an everyday look. If you are warm toned. Compared to the previous shades, this does look more like a mauve pink. Lots of good mauve shades are on the market, but they do slightly lean a little bit more cool tone. So if you're warm toned and you're looking for a beautiful mauve pink color, I highly recommend Warm Rhythm. This formula is very moisturizing, has a beautiful dewy gloss finish, a sweet shea butter like scent, and also has a pretty good stain. A similar shade is Peripera's Water Bear in number 2. It does have a little bit more of coral undertones, but once they oxidize on the lips, they do look quite similar to each other. Next up, we have rom&nd's Juicy Lasting Tint in 31 Bare Apricot. Sort of this vibrant apricot peach color. It does oxidize a little bit, so it is going to look more like a peach pink color with apricot undertones. I personally don't wear this shade, but I do get a lot of requests comparing Bare Apricot to other shades, so this is definitely a very popular shade. This is a light warm shade, so perfect for spring. This is in the old formula. I do find that the stain turns red, so that's all for today's video. Let me know in the comments your favorite shade, and I will see you in the next video.